right, I'm going to read out an article that is from Al Jazeera. Okay, links are put down below. So if you, in case you want to refer, where's the link from? Where am I reading? Or you can even go to Google search and choose whichever media you prefer. You believe is the one sharing the right information. Okay, so this is taken from Al Jazeera, and this is what it says. Iraqis protest over the killing of YouTube star by her father. I'll just read out maybe 1 or 2 paragraphs, that's all. So here it says is Iraqis are protesting to demand a law against domestic violence days after a YouTuber was strangled by her father in a killing that has sparked outrage. Tiba al-Ali was only 22 years old and she is killed by her father. Okay. Later on, it seems the father surrendered to the police. Now, here's a shocking bit in the article. To date, there is no law in Iraq that criminalizes domestic violence. A draft domestic violence law was first introduced to the parliament in 2014, but progress has been stalled amid widespread political opposition who say that it would erode Iraq's social fabric. Then there is a tweet screenshot that says, Ali al-Mikdam. Dozens of women organized a protest this morning in front of Supreme Judicial Council against law that offend women and honor killing. Okay. I'll give you my thoughts about the whole thing. See, honor killing is very prehistoric, okay? And it's deeply rooted into religion. And there's one religion that definitely stands out, whether people agree or disagree, and that is in Islam. It's the highest in Islam. It was in Christianity, that is why you had witch burning. The church could say, this female is possessed by the devil. If any female would question the Pope or take charge, like even Joan of Arc, they said she was possessed by the devil. So women's empowerment in religion has been very bad. So in Christianity it happened. Hinduism, women were not given so much of importance, which is why you had the sati system, burning of women. Husband died, will burn you. So it was not if wife died, will burn you. Husband died, you also get burnt with it. Although now it is discontinued. I don't know if it is still there. And then violence against women has always been there. Women have always been. I guess it's because women are, one is they are homemakers, they don't go and work. They don't earn anything, so they are under the mercy of the man. If the man says, get out of here, where will she go? What will she do? Second is, women are physically weak. Men have testosterone, muscles. And third is, society as a whole, they always tend to support women more. They tend to support men more. Like they say, man's world and all that. So we need to call a spade and agree that women have had a tough route. But where Islam is concerned, the atrocities against women are much more. And they are still prevalent very explicitly. Saudi, only now they are allowing women to have a driver's license without permission. Now, this century, women can travel without the permission of a man, but there's still a lot of restrictions. Syria, Iran, Pakistan. We have seen, even Bangladesh, we have seen so many places where if a woman steps out of the boundaries laid by the man, and they try to be famous on TikTok or Facebook or YouTube, the family takes matters in their own hands. In Pakistan, they had this man who killed his sister, but he was released on bail. Yeah. It's funny. They, surrendering yourself to the law and all that because they think they are macho. The problem is when you indoctrinate someone from a very young age, a small age, where you're taught there is this particular God, this is how our religion is, this is how our lifestyle is, women have to be like this, men have to be like that, this is what you can do, men are superior. So, and in her case, I want you to read some other articles. There is even accusations that her brothers tried to sleep with her or he raped her or something like that. And I'll tell you, this is all, it's a very terrible thing to happen. Seriously. It's really sad. And don't be shocked that all this is happening. This is very, you'll be surprised to know this is a commonplace for many people. I have so many people who send me messages, especially women sometimes. Why? Because I went through the same issues, problems and challenges. I was molested, I was raped. So a lot of women open up to me. A lot of men open up to me. So it's really sad. Okay. So now, what do I feel about this is, I don't think there's an immediate solution. I don't think that even if they bring out a law, they're going to stop. Because when something is deeply rooted in your culture, in your religion, it will take generations over generations for it to change. Not one, not two, maybe 10. And maybe in 10 generations, maybe the crime rate or this occurrence will come down to, say, less than 50 or 20%. Like, for example, the sati system in India. It got abolished only after, I think, this guy, Raja Ramon Roy. Remember his name because Roy and Loy. It seems he brought about reforms and they outdated the practices, but still there are a lot of atrocities against women, female infanticide and aborting babies if they are a girl, and asking for dowry, and females are looked down upon. And still there. You can't change everything. With regards to burning of women, today nobody burns women, calling them witches, and church can't do anything. Okay, with the West it was slightly faster, but that doesn't mean the church does not have any control over people. Like the church and the Pope still, calls the shots where pedophile priests, they are either jailed or they are not jailed. Pope calls the shots. You can't do anything to a priest or a bishop, and if the Pope protects them. That's why I'm so against the Catholic Church, because they protect so many of these priests. And then in name of religion, they do so much of crap. And finally, when it comes to Islam, it's a very extreme religion, very extreme in its belief. It's either this way or you are evil. Like, for example, they don't allow, LGBTQ, homosexuality. They don't allow, you cannot leave your religion openly. You cannot criticize the religion. You can't talk of the Prophet. There are so many things like that, And where honor killings is there, it's a commonplace, especially in these countries like Afghanistan, Syria, Iraq, Iran. Very, very common. Depends how much of it is shared online. So this is it's a evil that is there in our society that's going to stay. And whether you accept it or not, it's predominantly there in Islam. So the only way for them to change, and just imagine, in this article it says, the politicians, they have opposed having a women's reformation bill. They opposed, just let that sink in. They opposed having a law to criminalize domestic violence. That means they want domestic violence to be there. Don't punish. Don't make it a law. They are okay with that. I mean, what can you say? Who can you blame? This is the level of thinking, and that is why I always tell you, where religion is concerned, where this kind of mentality is there, it's never going to change. And when you have indoctrination from a very young age, logic goes out of the window. And when people's emotions and their biases, and they believe in some spiritual someone, some magic guy in the sky is going to give you a reward if you follow these man-made rules, people behave obnoxious. It's sad what happened. It's very, very sad what happened. And I know even if I say there should be change, nothing is going to happen. All I can say is let's hope that awareness is spread and they make a very strict rule that if you do kill or do harm, it's a very severe punishment. Like in some places, if you, like in Yemen, if you rape a child, you're shot dead publicly, you're hanged publicly. That itself puts fear in the eyes of many. They shoot you in the back. So when they make like chemical castration or public castration, naming and shaming, then fear will be there. Otherwise, you can't just stop. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Good, bad, ugly. Let me know in the comments below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.